That's me.
Mess.
What up? How are you?
You know, I'm all right. How are you?
Oh, all right. I'm not going to use it this week. I'm here. I'm present and accounted for.
That's all we ask.
And clearly Noah, so is Noah, because you can hear her in the background.
Noah wants to be, the third host.
She wants to be the third host of life.
She's grown, so it works.
Yo, these mannerisms. So I started watching Game of Thrones. Mm-hmm. And my husband already watches it, but I'd been saying that I wanted to get into it. So he turns it on and we start watching it. And this child comes in and starts singing the intro song. And of course I questioned my parenting. I'm like, I don't know anything about this, but I don't think she needs to be watching it. So she starts singing the intro song. So I said, Noah, I was like, you know what this is? Mind you, I knew she knew what it was. I'm like, you know what this is? She goes, yeah. I said, what is this? She said, Thrones. So, yeah.
Noah is an adult.
She is an adult.
An adult. Not an adult, but an adult. I think after a certain age, you get to say, I'm an adult. Because I remember distinctly my mother being like, Keia, I am an adult. I'm an adult, okay? And I don't have time for these games. So I do believe that I'm of age now, or I can say that I am an adult, and Noah is right there with me.
Your mother was so dignified. My mother would just be like, get out of my face. I'm sick of you.
Oh my gosh.
She couldn't even deal with it no more.
Wait till we have a show about moms. That's going to be amazing, huh?
Yes, I will tell you all about the time mine kicked me out, and it was 40 degrees outside, and all I had on was a wife beater, a pair of boxers, and some British Knights. Anyway.
Your mouth, though. Your mouth. You probably told her you was leaving.
I didn't, actually, because I had on a pair of boxers and a wife beater, so I planned on going nowhere on that cold day.
Absolutely terrible.
What's going on with you? How was your week? Tell me about your week. Tell me about your weekend.
I didn't do anything. I don't have anything to tell. One day you're going to ask me that question. I'm going to have like some things to talk about, but
you be going to conferences and whatnot?
No, I haven't been to a conference. I just been working. I had a really important meeting on Friday that I had to get ready for. And this struggle that I have is that, sometimes at work, meetings keep me from actually doing my work. Ooh. So this is a struggle that I had really bad last week, because we would get into work and I would literally be in somebody else's office meeting all day long. And then it would be like 3:30, 4 o'clock. And I'm just getting to my desk so I can do what I got to do. Mm-hmm. And it's like, Lord God, like, when y'all expect me to work if all y'all want to do is talk to me all day?
People got to learn to optimize their time and other people's.
It's hard, man. That's how you end up staying at work until 9 p.m. and bringing work home. Like, This is my struggle. This is what I do. So when you ask me what I do all week, I work. I work at work. I work at home. But
work,
it's
baby,
fine.
I work.
Listen, I'm not mad, though. I'm not mad. I wish that we could all learn to just be more efficient, but I'm not mad. This is the job. This is the life that I pray for. So I got to show up and do it. But it's just like, zang, homie.
You better be grateful. Anyway, thank you all for listening to episode 11 of Getting Grown.
I know, right? We just been yapping. Hey, guys, how y'all doing?
What's happening with y'all? Thank you for your constant support, as always, for your swift and steady movement toward Facebook, as much as you don't want to do it. We appreciate it. And we appreciate all who have rated us 5 stars. Make sure you rate us 5 stars on iTunes. Continue to share and tell your friends so that we can grow this community and get our lives together.
We got a lot of positive feedback about last week's show, and it was really cool because I enjoyed the show as well. And I love reading you guys' tweets and, engaging with you guys on Twitter. So continue to tell us how you guys feel about the show. Shout out to everyone. Like, our Gmail was popping this week. Shout out to everyone who jumped in our Gmail and sent along honesty box questions and suggestions for kitchen table talk. We're going to have plenty of things to talk about because you guys have lots of cool things that you want us to weigh in on. So I'm really excited about that. And thanks to everyone who also sent us an email to just say, you know, you guys are enjoying the show. It's helping you. You're feeling encouraged and empowered by it because that's really all that we want to do. So, we're excited. You know, we're back with episode 11. We on this side of episode 10 on our way to episode 20 and we looking forward to it and everything like that right there.
That's right.
We should probably get down to business and get into these graduation announcements because we have quite a few. I was completely wrong because I thought after May, the graduation announcements would, be dwindling down. But no, y'all proved me wrong. Y'all made a lie out of me today, honey.
They sure did.
So we opened up the email and was just like, well, okay. All right. So, you'll be able to find the timestamp if you want to fast forward through the graduation announcements. And you want to go right onto Kitchen Table Talk, I will leave the timestamp in the description box. But if you would like, I don't know why that you would like to be a part of Shout Out to My Sis and listen to all the people that are out here popping and typing fast and doing fantastical things, you keep it where you got it.
You are here.
You are here. You are here with the big red dot.
My sister's popping right now, like.
I will start things off.
Okay.
With the first email that reads, "Hey cousins, hey girl. I'd like to shout out one of my sister friends for graduating with her PhD in her early 30s. All right. The good Dr. Jihan Jeremy Brink. I hope that I said that correctly. Oh, see, come on. I did say it right. Cause she
put footnotes.
She put footnotes. That's why I had to scroll down. I was like, let me make sure.
Come on, asterisk.
She put 3 asterisks after this name and said, scroll down to the bottom for the pronunciation. Anyway.
This is biblical.
I'm down. The good Dr. Jihan Jeremy Brink earned her PhD in counseling psychology from Loyola University, Chicago, where her husband is also working on his PhD and will be graduating next year, Lord willing. But this ain't about him. I couldn't attend her graduation because adulthood, but since I knew that might could happen, I was sure to watch my homie defend her dissertation last year and use all the big words. LOL.
That's right. She's me.
She is doing the work God has called her to do, and my sis demonstrated that through Christ, all things are in fact possible. During her program, she had no one but 2 beautiful, genius little babies who are now 2 and 4. Oh my God. Can you imagine?
Oh my gosh.
She did it all with grace and a lack of sleep. And despite life's challenges along the way, her mom, who lived in Boston, battled cancer and passed away while my sis was working on her dissertation. She might have finished her work, during the Army crawl, but it is PhD finished. You know how we spell it all.
Mm-hmm.
Praise him. I'm not crying. You're crying. Why do people... Keisha said that to me today. Is that like something? I don't know. I'm not crying. You're crying. Like, did I miss that? Did like somebody say that and I missed it?
Yeah, I've heard it in like movies and stuff. I'm not crying. You're crying.
Oh,
like, you know, when you're emotional, but you don't want to say you're emotional, so you put it off on somebody else.
Today, and I just thought that she was actually saying that, but who knew that she was like quoting something? My bad.
I didn't know Keisha had emotions. Go ahead.
Sorry for the long shout out. She has been through it these last few years, and I need y'all to catch a glimpse of just how very amazing my boo is. Side note, if anyone needs an outstanding, stellar, smart, amazing, relatable Black psychologist, have them show themselves. Yes. Lastly, thanks to you both for being amazing, smart, beautiful Black women, showing our younger cousins how it's done, and for creating a much-needed space for Black excellence, foolishness, and pettiness. Hugs and kisses, Joval. Thank you, Joval. Is it Joval or Joval? Anyway, we love you, sis, and very, 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 very happy. Many congratulations to Dr. Jihan Jeremy Brink. For, you know, battling all of that, you know, having 2 kids and losing her mom and still coming out on top. I'm super, super proud of you.
So
Dr.
proud.
Brink. Like, I can't even tell you. I made it through without a PhD and I don't have any children. So the fact, oh my God, I can't even finish the sentences. You did it though.
You sure did. I don't want to complain about anything.
I know, right? But, you know, I'm really happy for you. I'm wishing you all the best in your future endeavors.
And you got to say her name right, because she's Dr. Brink, but she said in the footnote that her name is French. She's Haitian Creole.
Oh.
So you have to say her name, Dr. Blink.
I'm sorry. You said it.
Yeah, I live in Flatbush.
You do. And I do not. So that's why you said it.
Dr. Blink. Oh. I love it.
Oh my God. Congratulations, sis.
Congratulations. All right. The next one says, hey, cousins Jade and Keia, love the show and have suffered through some of the petty peeves with nothing but the full armor of Jesus as he binds my tongue and orders my steps.
Yes.
Teach me your ways. Anywho, my name is Ron and I graduated on May 20th this year with a BA in philosophy. So I don't know why I can't read.
It's philosophy.
Yes, I was trying to say. I was all over my Pumkash. Anyway, physiotic out here. Minored in sociology from Central Connecticut State. Oh. I'm also repping strong for Team Typing Fast as my major required it, but I made it through. I love hearing fellow graduates overcoming, and I definitely knew the struggle too. So shout out to everyone who graduated this year. I take refuge in knowing I'm in that number.
Yes.
And when one of us succeeds, we all succeed. You better say it. Much love to you, beautiful ladies. Moisturizing every day and listening every week from Connecticut. Ron.
Thank you, Ron.
Thank you, Ron. And congratulations.
So proud of you.
For your degree in philosophy.
The next email says, praise the Lord, niggas. Well, praise him. Yes. Hey, cousins. Y'all are my cousins in my head. Y'all already know how much I love the podcast. I've mentioned you both several times on Twitter in my Twitter handle. Oh, she gave her Twitter handle. Okay, sis. We'll be on the lookout. Anywho.
Yes, we will.
I'm Mimi from Hamden, Connecticut.
Come on, Mimi.
Connecticut is in the building on tonight.
Right.
I want to shout out my baby, my son, Jade.
Hey.
For graduating pre-K. My baby is going to kindergarten. Yes, he is. I'm still in first time mom mode. He's growing up so fast. Jade, you know the feeling. One of many graduations to come for my Black Prince. Love y'all. Keep us laughing. Love you guys.
Congratulations,
too.
baby doll.
Mimi, and congratulations, Mimi, and congratulations, young Jade. I'm very proud of you. Pre-K, you out here in this.
That's right. Namesake. Do it. Namesake.
I'm the man. Go ahead.
Hey, Jade and Keia, praise the Lord, niggas. I'm writing you first to say that I love your podcast. It helps brighten my days and helps me navigate and rethink this thing called life. I'd like to give 2 shout outs. First is to my mom, Danette. She recently on May 21st graduated with her BS in organizational leadership, and I'm so very proud of her. She's definitely Team Typing Fast.
Out here.
She always instilled in us to be educated and that we have no choice. We were going to college. I'm so happy she finally achieved it herself. Also, I'd like to shout out my wife, Ashley. She recently just started her own business on the 19th of May, Beauty by Blue. Shameless plug, and that is not so shameless. I'm so glad that she finally took the step to move in the direction of being her own boss. Now she can be my sugar mama.
Come on.
She's about to buy you a short set. Anyways, thank you for your time and God bless you too. Peace and blessings, Jennifer. Yes, you can use my real name.
Aww.
Congratulations to you guys. Congratulations to your wife, Ashley, on her new business. Make sure you let us know if there's any websites or anything so we can go ahead and shout that out at a later time. And congratulations to you all again. And your mom, Danette.
Yes, congratulations, Miss Danette, on this BS and organizational leadership. You out here. I can dig it. Hi, Jade and Keia. My name is Dalton Jones, and I would truly love to give a shout out to my little sister, Natalie Marie Jones, who will be graduating June 1st from Centennial High School in Bakersfield, California. AKA literally probably the only California county to vote for Trump. My God. My little sister is graduating with a 3.6 GPA and will be attending Fresno State to pursue a degree in either sociology or communications. My little sister has always been my best friend throughout my whole life. We're only 2 years apart, but it feels like we're twins. She has gone through so much at her high school dealing with legitimate racism from not only students, but faculty as well. Nat did not let that stop her. Every single time they got out of line, she put them right back in place. She even made printouts for her class about why Aunt Jemima was offensive and why you shouldn't say it. My sister is true to who she is, and I'm filled with joy to see where her life is headed. Sincerely, Dalton Jones. P.S. I truly enjoyed the podcast. You remind me of my own family when you speak. My sister is the one who told me to check this out, and I'm so glad I did. Thank you, Dalton, and shout out to you and your sister, Natalie. These pictures are so cute. Congratulations.
She's so cute.
On graduating, and I'm sure you're going to do your Do your thing at Fresno State. Keep us posted with your success. I'm really proud of you, sis.
And overcoming racism in high school at that.
Yeah.
And why do you have to explain to people that Aunt Jemima is offensive when you are not referring to anything but a box of pancakes?
Terrible, awful.
Oh, that made me mad.
Mm-mm-mm.
Anyway, hey cousins, I love the show. My name is LaToya. I'm late, but I'd like to shout out my little sister Latia.
All right.
For graduating from a very HWCU Westland College with her bachelor's in biology on May 13th.
Not a historically white college.
Right? That's why I had to stop for a second. I was like, is this me or what?
Oh my God.
I'm so proud of her for finding herself while in college being black and proud throughout her 4 years amidst racism for her fellow classmates, which she waited until after graduation to tell me about. I know that's right, because we will gut them like
we
fish.
will go up to the school, honey. We will always go up to this. Do I need to come up there to the school?
Do I need to come up to the school?
All right.
And for simply graduating and following her own path. 1 week before graduating, she accepted a paid internship and will be traveling throughout the DMV area, studying invasive plant species for 6 months. Come on. Mm-hmm. She plans to become a conservationist, sis. Ty.
It's fine.
Ty.
He not going to take it out.
Ty, take it out, Ty.
He not going to take it out.
You hear how tired my voice is.
Oh, God.
And possibly enrolling in grad school once the internship ends. Myself and our mother are so very proud of her. She's my mother's youngest of 3 children and second to graduate from college, myself being the first from the unsinkable Albany State University with a bachelor's in accounting in 2014. Come through. Congratulations to all of our fellow members of Team Typing Fast. Jade and Keia, you guys are awesome and we both love your podcast. Continue to be great and blessed. With love, Toya. Thank you, Toya, for writing in. Congratulations, Latia, on your graduation. Congratulations to your mother for putting 2 beautiful black girls through school. She deserves a congratulations as well. And studying plants, please come and tell me why all of mine are dying.
Oh, terrible. That's why I ain't got none. Anyway, the next email says, hello, Jade and Keia. First, I would like to say thank you for creating a needed platform where black women, men, and families can celebrate each other and get each other together at the same time.
I know that's right.
I'm 24 years old from Cincinnati, Ohio, and yes, I'm a part of Team Almost Typing Fast. I received my Master's of Public Health from Northwest Ohio Consortium for Public Health in Toledo, Ohio in 2015. I couldn't have done it without the support and motivation from my family, so I would like to shout them out. My mother became pregnant with me during her first year of college, causing her to drop out and care for me as a single mom. 20 years later, she went back to college and went on to obtain her master's in her 40s. My brother, Micah, and sister Devin both graduated in May. My brother is now a high school graduate from Scarlet Oaks Career Center, Wintonwood School District, with a focus on veterinary assisting. My sister is graduating from the 8th grade on May 30th. I'm so grateful that I get to be their big sister, and I'm so proud of them. It brings me so much joy to see them accomplish their goals. Please say hey to the Mundy family for me. Hey, Mundy family.
Hey, Mundies.
Thank you, Dorian. Thanks, Dorian, for writing, and many, many congratulations to you and to your mom for holding you down.
Absolutely.
And for your brother and sister.
Yeah.
Micah and Devin. Everybody's out here doing things. I'm proud of the Mundy family out here Mundying.
Monday's gone Monday.
Monday on Monday, every Monday of the week.
I wish my last name was Monday.
Girl, read the next email.
I would like to give a special graduation shout out to my sunshine, my love, my 5-year-old Michaela Jolie.
Aww.
After 9 years, I left an emotionally draining and psychologically abusive marriage. At the glorious age of 29, I was going to be adulting as a single mother. The month she started school, we moved out. Starting school is such a huge adjustment, and I carried so much guilt for creating an additional shift in her environment. Learning to do homework daily and a full day of focused learning was such a drastic change from preschool. But Michaela completed her first year of school, making the A honor roll 3 quarters in a row, AB honor roll during the last, and received a Bible Scholar Award for all 4 quarters. I remember when she was starting school, how nervous I was about them even grading and testing my baby. All I asked of her was to do her best. And baby girl is graduating as a salutatorian of her kindergarten class on June 2nd. I love it. I'm so incredibly proud of her and excited for her journey to be joining Team Typing Fast. I appreciate you guys shouting her out, although she won't be listening. Please don't let her listen.
Please.
I'm just so excited and need to share. Shout out to all the parents and guardians getting the babies toward their milestones. Thank you, ladies, for validating so many of my petty peeves and keeping us encouraged on a weekly basis. Thank you for writing in, and congratulations to Michaela Jolie for going on and also getting on the honor roll.
Yes.
You know, we love when the babies are typing fast, reading fast, scooting fast.
It's so precious to me. It's so precious that Teen Typing Fast goes all the way down to the tiny, tiny tots. I love it.
Absolutely.
I love it.
Tell me when they graduate from diapers. I want to hear it all.
All right. The next email says, hello, ladies. Praise the Lord, my melanated sisters and brothers.
Praise the Lord, niggas.
Y'all crack me.
And I love they said melanated brothers and sisters. Sisters. That's right.
First, giving all glory and honor to my Savior Jesus, the Christ. You better listen. To the organizers of this great community, Jade and Keia, to all the saints, and most importantly to the ain'ts. I'm blessed to be in this space on this day. I love it. I love that y'all are so formal and follow church protocol. It really tickles me. Can y'all tell? Because like church kids are always going church kid, no matter what. I'm sorry if y'all can't relate. Just let us have it. These little things.
We do.
These little things, right? These little things, they make us laugh. Just let us have it, okay? Just let us have it. Anyway, she says, I want to say what an amazing blessing this podcast is for my crew and myself. We are living our best lives, listening to y'all. My girls and I are all trying to get grown, and I'm so excited to say congrats to my good girlfriend, Jasmine K.A. for obtaining her doctorate in sociology from Baylor University this past May. My sis is truly popping. When my girl sauntered across the stage, I almost lost my voice because I was so proud of her chocolate self in the midst of that milky sea.
Amen.
You better paint the picture. You know how it is at the PWIs. It wasn't easy. They didn't always recognize her awesomeness, and sometimes they underestimated her brilliance, but she got all the way to the other side. She joins the ranks of my crew who have completed postgraduate work. Shout out to Rachel and Cece. Lord says the same. I'll join their brilliance next May with my MDiv from Truett Seminary. Get it, sis. You too cute. Oh, there was no wrinkle regalia on her day. Amen. Hashtag Team Tapping Fast. She is degreed. I keep educated baddies on my team. Sincerely, Jess. Thank you, Jess, for writing.
Wait, is she a minister?
She is. She certainly is. She's in seminary right now. Thank you, Jess, for writing in. And many, many shout outs to your sis Jasmine and and Rachel and Cece. All of y'all out here typing fast. I can dig it.
I don't know why these godly people listen to me.
Girl.
Dear Jade and Keia, I just wanted to say thank you very much for creating this podcast. I love the graduation shout outs and wanted to say congratulations to everyone in class of 2017. My name is Beverly. I want to give myself a shout out for being the first person in my family to graduate from college. Come on, Beverly.
Yes, Bev.
I'm a 33-year-old Air Force veteran who will be graduating on June 8th with a bachelor's degree in information technology with a specialization in networking administration and security. I have no children, but I wanted to show my 4 nieces and 2 nephews that higher education is possible. I plan on pursuing higher degrees, and I plan on listening to you two as I attempt to navigate this adult and team typing fast life. Thank you again. Congratulations, Bev. That's my grandmother. That's my grandmother's name. So you are near and dear. Congratulations to you.
I hope that you don't mind us truncating. We love to just nickname somebody. So hopefully you're not offended by us calling you Beverly. We appreciate you. We love you, Bev, and congratulations.
We love you, Bev. I just like saying Bev.
The next email says, hey, Jade and Keia. First, let me start by saying that I love your podcast. Getting Grown was made for me, and every week I'm like, you better say a word, sis. I know that's right. On a side note, I have to give you an extra shout out as I participated in the JP Morgan Chase 5K run last Wednesday in NYC, and the whole hour it took me to get across Central Park, I listened to you ladies, and you got me to the finish line. Aw.
Yes.
You better run.
I know, right?
With that said, I want to give a special graduation shout out to myself as I graduate with my master's in media management from the New School on May 19th. Almost 10 years to the day I graduated from my BS from St. John's University. And an even bigger shout out to my sweet baby girl, Sage, who graduated from kindergarten on May 30th. Grad school. Yes, Sage. Grad school was no joke. I went back in the midst of having a full-time career and being a full-time mother. To be honest, when they mailed my degree in January, I was good, but my daughter was so excited that we were both graduating this year. I decided to walk and attend the May ceremony. Let me tell you, I have never seen her so happy in my life. It brought tears to my eyes, and I still find myself getting a little misty-eyed thinking about it because she's only 6, but she told everyone and anyone how proud she was and still is that her mommy graduated and she was there. Even on her graduation day, she told me that we are some smart girls and how and how cool it is that she got to graduate the same time as her mommy. I will never forget that feeling, and I'm so glad that we got the chance to share in the graduation celebrations together this year. Thanks for giving us the platform to shout ourselves, loved ones and kiddies out this graduation season. Tiffany. Thank you, Tiffany, so much. This is so
I literally just teared up. I'm not even gonna lie.
And she sent us so many pictures of her and her daughter at their graduations. It was
they are beautiful. It's so I can't look at this. I can't do this.
Yes, Tiffany and Sage, y'all are adorable. I'm so proud of you. And Sage, I can't wait to hear about your next graduation. Please keep me posted on all of your academic success. Shout out to you, Mom, for being amazing and doing what you had to do.
Yes.
I'm just so proud. I love you guys.
Yes, both of you. We're so proud of both of you. Hey, Jade and Keia, I would like to shout out my line sister, Delta Sigma Theta Sorority, Inc., Dr. Danita Nikki Brooks. On May 5th, 2017, Dr. Nikki graduated from Robert Morris University with a Doctor of Science in Information Systems and Communications degree. The journey toward this doctorate was quite tumultuous, and hashtag the doctor struggle was so very real.
Oh, yes.
But through it all, my sis knows. But through it all, my sis held her head high, dedicated herself to the grind, and sprinkled that good black girl magic all over everything she touched. It's like hot sauce.
It's like Tony Satchery's. It's like Laurie's. Like you just need a little bit, huh?
Tony's made a new Tony's that's extra spicy.
Stop your lie.
It's a spicy Tony's, sis.
Where can I find this?
In the supermarket.
Oh, I'm excited. We're reading, though. I'm sorry. I didn't mean to interrupt.
I'm sorry. So sorry. She went from being the what she doing here must be affirmative action black girl in the cohort to being the this is literally the best dissertation we've ever read. We couldn't put it down boss bitch in the cohort.
I know that's right.
Right? Dr. Nikki completed all of her coursework as well as her dissertation in 3 years while working a full-time job as an IT project manager. Yes, as well as stepping into an entrepreneurship. She created Zen in a Jar, a line of luxury items for the mind, body, and space, and developed her own website, www.zeninajar.com, to sell her products and pay for school. My sis is so poppin' that in 3 years, not only has she earned her doctoral degree, but she also developed an amazing product line, which includes whipped shea butters, sugar body scrubs, soy candles, and linen and room sprays. As you can see, I'm so very proud of Dr. Nikki Brooks for her academic accomplishments, her entrepreneurial spirit, and her dedication to service. Thank you, Jade and Keia, for providing a platform for me to send my sis some love and light. Natasha Bolden. Congratulations to you. Oh my God, I'm proud of her. Like, that's a lot to do at one time, and she busted it wide open.
And everybody check out Zen in a Jar, man. Get your
Zen in a Jar, ZENINAJAR.com.
Yes, indeed.
Go get your black woman self-care.
All right. Get your sugar scrubs. Exfoliate. It's important.
Right?
Hey, Jade and Keia, I would like to shout out myself, Naeem, and my best sis, Mary, for graduating out the sticks at Baldwin Senior High School in Baldwin, Michigan. I'll be going to Eastern Michigan University to study art education and graphic design. Congratulations to you, Naeem.
Congratulations, Naeem.
I'm so proud of you and your sis, Mary. Get up out them sticks in Baldwin and go on to Eastern Michigan and get your life.
Absolutely. In the sticks.
Okay, I'm in the sticks, honey. Getting out of here.
We're just out here in the shrubs, living. Well, we're going to start this what she said. LOL, I think Team Type and Fast typed the wrong email because I sent this grad shout out in April and now it's June and I'm a college graduate.
Come on.
But I love y'all and thank you for giving me life every week. So let's go back to her original announcement. Hey, Jade and Keia, I just wanted to say I love y'all and told all my black sisters and women of color about your podcast. This podcast gives me hope about pursuing a PhD in social policy in order to increase the number of black women in white academic spaces. Yes.
It's important.
Right? I'm graduating from Abilene Christian University in May with my bachelor's of social work and pursuing my master's of social work at the University of Pennsylvania. They let your girl in the Ivy League. Please keep on making this podcast. It gives me life when I'm at my social work internship. Love, Taylor. And she hit us with some graduation pictures. So she is cute with this little cream dress and her nude heels.
Come on. I love it, love it, love it.
Congratulations, Taylor. And sorry, I don't know what happened originally.
Yeah, I'm sorry.
You here now.
I don't know if we missed that or you missed it.
All right.
Either way, all that matters is that you got your announcements, sis.
You got it here.
Hey, cousin Jade and cousin Keia. I would love to give a huge shout out to two of my employees, Rashad Dewberry, who graduated with his associates from Borough of Manhattan Community College on June 2nd.
Yes.
And will be continuing his education at John Jay. And Alyssa Loban, who will be graduating from Medgar Evers College with her associates on
Yes.
and continuing there as well. I'm very proud and wish you both great success. That's from your manager, Andrea. Thank you, Andrea, for shouting out your employees. And a huge shout
Yes, you put a big them up.
Rashad and Alyssa. Proud of you guys. Keep going.
Yes. Alyssa out here at the Black College up the street. Hey, Jade and Keia. Praise the Lord. Hallelujah. And thank you, Jesus, niggas.
Yes. All the time.
Yo, they're like, you guys are really like, so many of you go to church. This is fascinating.
It's fascinating.
I just want to say it's fascinating. I'm fascinated.
Well, first
I'm like,
of all,
damn it, there's a
you
lot of
shouldn't
y'all.
assume that because people say praise the Lord, niggas is they go to church. But
I don't. I say praise the Lord, niggas.
yeah, but you said so many of y'all go to church. You don't know.
I'm a Christian for those who are wondering. I am. Keia, when I tell you I'm proud of my sis in her academic accomplishments, but my sis also has a faith that is stronger than a mustard seed or whatever.
I'm just out here. I'm trying. I go to church to get what I need. Don't big me up for I'm going to church like I'm raggedy, so I need this. That's why I go.
Yeah, fine.
Indeed. That's real. As you like. Go ahead, sis. And read this.
That is Ty. That was a sound effect.
Mess.
Anyway, I just wanted to say I absolutely love the podcast. It definitely gets me through my day. Shout out to my work sister, Devana, for putting me on.
Hey, Devana.
What up, girl? I know your graduation shout outs are winding down, so here's mine. I'd like to shout out my three little cousins, Maya, Simone, and Ariana. Simone graduated at the top of her class, getting a full scholarship to the University of Wisconsin-Madison. I'm so proud of her.
Hey.
To my cousin Ariana, she's on her way to high school. She was accepted to her first choice of high school picks, which is one of our greater public schools. I'm so proud of her. I just pray that her journey is full of healthy experiences. I know that's right. I don't want her to get caught up in the hype of belts and weaves and shoes. Can I just say that these high school girls are like contouring. They're like beating their faces to a pulp, and I'm not understanding.
I don't understand it either. I really don't.
That's a different time.
It's
a different time. But we'll get to that. I don't want her to get caught up in the hype of belts and weaves and shoes, but my hope is that she learns as much as she can, makes lasting relationships with faculty, and gains genuine friendships. And to my skinny mini Maya, who's planning to study interior design at our local community college, she has overcome so much in her life, and I'm so happy she doesn't have any babies.
Oh, God.
Is still smiling and is still pushing through to be great regardless of the hand life has dealt her. And last but certainly not least, my baby boy, Caleb Drake Gray. My special guy is graduating from K5 on June 9th, headed to first grade, reading above the first grade reading level with perfect attendance. I think that says a little more about me than him. Ain't no school being missed around here. I know that's right.
I know it.
Nevertheless, raising a little black boy is a challenge all in itself. But I'm glad God chose me to be his mom, and I'm so proud of him. I'm so proud of all of them. Sorry this email is so long. Don't apologize. But I definitely love what you beautiful chocolate hey sisters are doing. Jade, that does include you. Read the words, sis. She's out here hating in silence.
I didn't say
Thank you for having such an uplifting... Exactly. You ain't say nothing. Thanks for having such an uplifting and motivational podcast. We need more of us out here being positive. Have a wonderful week. Signed, I love Black Girl Magic in all forms. Thank you so much for writing in. Congratulations to everybody. Your cousins, Maya, Simone, Ariana, and your son, Caleb Drake Gray, going on from kindergarten on to the first grade, doing his thing. I understand exactly how you feel.
Reading above the first grade level, honey. Just out here reading the words. I'm
you should be proud. That speaks volumes of you.
Congratulations. The next email says, hello, ladies. First off, I love your podcast. Keep up the Black Girl Magic. I want to give this graduation shout out to a young man named Solomon Alvarez Gibson. He is 15 years old and just graduated from high school. What? Baltimore City College High School. He is the youngest person to graduate from the city in 30 years, and he graduated with a 4.6 GPA that he obtained obtained this by taking a full IB curriculum. Solomon will be attending Howard University in the fall with nearly a free ride. I don't know this young man, but I think he needs the praise. Baltimore is having such a hard time with our young people literally killing each other in the streets. I just want everyone to see that there is still a lot of good here. Congratulations, Solomon. Congratulations, Solomon.
Congratulations, Solomon. 15 years old. That's crazy.
15 years old.
With a 4.6. That nigga went 0.6 points over.
Listen, he out here with these weighted classes. That IB curriculum is no bull swanky. So Solomon is out here doing it.
He certainly deserves
congratulations, Solomon. And thank you so much, Sophia, for making sure that we shout out and give shed a little light on somebody who's doing something so positive. Yes. We really appreciate that.
Praise the Lord, niggas. Jade and Keia. Praise the Lord.
Praise him.
I cannot express just how much I enjoy, need, and appreciate this little slice of perfection to get me through Tuesday mornings. Girl, I can't even read, so I don't know what a perfection.
I was about to say.
Actually, let me say life because, let me tell y'all, the gems, the life lessons, Black women self-care, and most definitely the petty peeves. Keep them coming. I'm as petty as they come, so you might see my email address again.
All right.
You ladies are truly a blessing to my life and deserve to shout out yourselves because y'all are so popping.
Aww.
Thank you, girl. You stop. And I'm patiently waiting on all that good merch, too. It's going to come.
We're working on it.
We are. I'd like to give myself a graduation shout out. Next month, I'll be crossing the stage one final time with no wrinkles in my regalia
you better not.
To receive my MBA in Human Resource Management. The theme of my life seems to be the hard way, and this journey was the epitome of that, but the grace of God and my amazing hubby kept me pushing forward and typing fast. I'm ready to fluff my curls and flourish.
Do it.
Thank you again for blessing us with y'all's glorious Black girl magic. A listener for life, Tasha. Congratulations, Tasha, while you distribute all of your Black girl magic all over the place.
I'm not mad, girl. Flourish. Show out. Okay. First of all, hey, ladies, just want to say I love the show. As a 26-year-old going through a quarter-life crisis, every episode appears to be serendipitous because it is addressing in some way, shape, or form my current life struggles. So let's get started because this is kind of a long one. All right. I want to give a huge graduation shout out to my niece, Anaya, who is graduating from high school this weekend and will be attending Grand Canyon University in the fall to pursue her bachelor's degree in government with the intentions of attending law school. Anaya, I'm so proud of everything you have accomplished thus far and can't wait to hear about all of your amazing adventures in college. Remember, college is not just for getting an education. Please take this time to explore life and what it means to you. Go abroad, learn a language, join a club if it interests you. Try it. College is about getting out and growing up, and I have no doubt in my mind that you will grow into even more beautiful, talented, driven, and smart young Black woman. Second, let me give a shout out to my sister Allegra Johnson for getting accepted into the doctoral program in education leadership for social justice at Loyola Marymount University.
Yes.
You are such an inspiration to me, and I love you to the moon and back. Tilly is so lucky to have you, and Dr. Jason Johnson. Congrats, bro. As parents, just as I am lucky to have you as a sister. Next, I want to give a semi-shout out to my husband, Jeremiah, for preparing to enter his final year at Park University to finish his BS in logistics management. I'm so proud of you, baby, and thank you for taking my threats about having your bachelor's degree before our child starts kindergarten seriously, because I was. At this rate, you are on track to have your MBA before the deadline. Go husband, go husband. And lastly, let me give a shout out to my damn self because as of June 15, 2017, I will finally have my MS in Human Services, emphasis on social and community services. It has been a long road, but I can't wait to get out in these streets in my Dustin and Asante voice. In these streets, in these streets. And use this knowledge to uplift our community by appealing to their strengths and teaching them to advocate and uplift themselves. # we don't need you're a white savior. Come on. Thank you again, ladies, for this wonderful podcast. Y'all are truly doing God's work, and I love that y'all are sharing your blessing with us. Your devotion to Black girl magic, Black boy joy, the Black community, and just our general Blackness is so refreshing. in a world where all they want is for us to sit in the corner and be happy that we were just invited to the party. No, Ryan, I do not want any of your jungle juice. I have to accomplish all of the love. Tiffany, girl, thank you so much for that. I want to thank you for encouraging us and for listening and supporting our show. And I also want to echo you in shouting out Anaya and your sister Allegra, sorry, and your husband Jeremiah. I'm so proud of all of you for working hard and doing what you got to do. And
Allegra's husband.
Oh my,
Dr. Jason.
I apologize. I stand corrected. Yes. Congratulations to everybody. Thanks again, Tiffany, for writing in. We really appreciate it.
And thank you for giving me my new tattoo. I'm going to get a giant one that says, "No, Ryan, I do not want any of your jungle juice."
Girl, I believe you.
Greetings, queens.
Well, hey.
Do you sell incense? Sending good vibes your way and wishing you both continued success. I'd like to shout out Kelly Shantae Williams. She graduated a couple weeks ago and is the first African-American, to graduate from Columbus College of Art and Design with an MFA. She's a lit visual artist from the DMV who killed the game in Ohio and is now headed to teach in Philly. Thanks for the love. Humbly yours. Art is my love.
Yay.
Thank you so much. Yes. Yes, it is. I love it.
Congratulations,
Kelly.
Out here being a pioneer and everything like that.
Look at, we out here twinning. That girl has my face.
The next email says, "Hey, Jade and Keia, I wanted to show you a few pictures of a future Team Typing Fast member. She was excited to hear you all shout her out for graduation. She swears y'all are her cousins now. Thank you for recognizing her. Love you guys. Terica." Hey, girl. Look, this is Jocelyn.
How cute is this?
Hey, Jocelyn. Your pictures are cute, sis.
They are so cute. Oh, my God. I can't deal with it. Look at her in her little dress.
I love it.
And her cap and gown.
I live.
Congratulations, Jocelyn.
Thanks for sending the pictures, Terica.
Absolutely. And last, hopefully I'm not too late this week. You're not. Hey, Jade and Keia, I wanted to send a quick shout. Just made it. I wanted to send a quick shout out to my sister Leah for graduating from Vanderbilt University with her master's in business administration. Congratulations. Also, I concur with the listener who said Keia needs to bring back her YouTube videos. I've been a fan since she named her church mother who lives inside of her, Sister Virginia Gilcrease. LOL. Thank you, ladies, for all you do. Hey, Virginia.
Oh, my gosh.
What up, sis?
I said that. I don't even remember.
Congratulations, Leah. And thank you to everybody who wrote in with all the graduates and pictures, graduates from the rooter to the tutor, every age demographic, everything. Thank you all for writing in. We love it. You guys, it really encourages us every single week.
Yes. And even though some people don't like to listen to the graduation announcements, it is still one of my favorite segments ever.
Absolutely.
Because I just love to celebrate and, just encourage people by, sharing success stories. Like, school is hard and we all have to be out here dealing with difficult things. So it's encouraging to know that somebody else, if somebody else can do it, then you can do it too. So
yeah,
graduation shout outs, man. Keep them coming. I know, we're going to keep reading them as long as y'all keep sending them. So keep on sending them. And now we can just move on into the next segment of the show.
So we are here with Kitchen Table Talk.
Hey.
I have no song.
It's okay.
I have no song in my heart for that. I don't know. I literally don't know what to sing for that.
It's all right. You don't have to sing. No shade.
You know I enjoy singing.
I know you do, but I'm just saying that you don't have to feel obligated to sing every time we have a segment.
So girl, please don't be late.
Shout out to everyone who joined me in my quest on YouTube to find that. But I'm sure that Silk has probably paid the people never to post that again because it was an embarrassing moment for them as a group. But that is something that is forever etched into my memory.
In mine,
I will never ever forget it. Like, never ever.
I can't listen to that song the same. It's like when Chris Brown said on Yo, excuse me, miss, he was like, and I gotta admit that you got my attention. I was like, wait a second.
No.
He said attention. Listen to it.
No, don't ruin it for me.
I just did.
Yo, it's
you
like
and so many others.
Bruh.
Yeah, wait till you listen to it the next time.
For Maurice Brown.
Do you?
He needs help. He needs help. He does.
He does.
I used to listen. You remember on Twitter, I used to try to have prayer meetings for Chris. Like, let us all pray for Chris. Who will join me? Like, people used to, Chris needs, because he ain't been parented. But that's another episode.
That is another. We will discuss that extensively one episode.
He's not been parented. His mother is too busy buying Giuseppe's on Instagram. But we can talk about that later.
We sure can.
This week at the kitchen table, we are going to talk about the things, as women of particular ages, we've learned a lot, you know what I'm saying? And we just want to take some time to reflect.
Just a little bit.
I had the idea, it really just came out of nowhere, punched me in my face out of nowhere. I was just like, what are some things that I wish that I would have known when I was in my 20s? If I had to give some advice to my 20-year-old self, what would I tell her? And I thought about it, and instead of me and Jade just talking to our 20-year-old selves, we thought it would be super cool if we open up the conversation by asking some of our friends and faves on Twitter to weigh in.
Yeah.
So we asked a bunch of our friends and faves who are over 30 about what... We asked them to kind of send in to us advice that they would give themselves, their 20-something-year-old selves. So we just thought we would share those things and generate some discussion about some of the things that we've learned over the years. Sound good?
Mm-hmm. Sounds like a plan.
So you want to start?
Sure.
Jade's going to start with her advice to her 20-something-year-old Jade. What you going to tell Jade of yesteryear?
Well, first, I'm going to go ahead and title it. It's going to be called So Many Things. The list.
I love it. I can't wait.
The list is never ending. This is not even everything I would have told my 20-year-old self, but here's a couple of things I would have told my 20-somethings-year-old selves. All right. Those white BCBG shoes you bought were a waste of money.
My God.
Don't ever do that again.
My God.
Your mother was right. You look like you stepped right off the BX9.
Woo! Were they wedges?
No, sis. They were full-blown heels, and they were like, they had mesh, and they were like sneaker-like. They were, oh my God, they were so ugly. God, they were fugly. Like, I'm gonna bring fugly back.
They were BCBG.
Sis, those shoes were fetch. They were never coming in. I don't know what I was thinking about, but I sure did put them on. They were like sporty sneaker heel things. I wore them with a jersey dress. It's fine. It's fine.
You were standing squarely in your terrible decision making.
I sure was. Those were the times.
It's fine. Good times were had by all.
Listen to your mom, but don't listen to your mom.
Mm-hmm.
Now, I'm going to expound on that. Keia says it a lot every single week. And we've actually gotten a couple of people who have written in, with different questions and things like that. But they'll say it to her. They'll be like, girl, like, it's okay. It's okay. But your mother, like, listen to her. So many things that she said are going to fly over your head. They're going to go in one ear and right out the other. But somewhere they will get stuck and you are going to remember them later when they come to bite you in your ass. Mm-hmm. So listen to your mother on a lot of things. Even if it sounds sometimes like it doesn't make sense, it's going to make sense.
Like, just keep it in your purse until you need it.
Yeah.
Don't
just hold it.
You don't have to argue her down and be like, no, girl, that ain't it. Sometimes that perspective doesn't make sense to you until many, many years down the line. But listen to it.
My mother told me her 30s. Oh, sorry. We're having technical difficulties over here. My mother told me that her 30s were her best years. And she was like, ugh, forget your 20s. Your 30s are your best year. Those were my best years. And I'm seeing now what she's talking about. You know what I'm saying? Like, I'm seeing what she's saying and why. Because you will go back on this list that we're going into, and you're going to appreciate all of the awful decisions that you made because they help you to see how far you've come in the decision making that you have going on right now. But where I said don't listen to your mom is that we are not our mothers. They were raised in a different time, and they were raised a different way. Right. And while a lot of the things that they say are for our benefit and we absolutely do need them, you are also your own person. And so therefore, there are things that your mother's going to tell you that are also wrong, or that you don't agree with. And that's okay. It's okay if you want to take certain lessons that she's taught you and maybe remix them a little bit for how you teach your children, right, or what you do. And that is okay. As long as you feel like you are doing the best job that you absolutely can and you're staying true to what you truly believe, then that is all right. Okay. So that's why I said, listen to your mom, but don't listen to your mom. That nigga still doesn't count, and neither does that one, and that is just fine.
Well, no arguments here.
Save your money and categorize your savings. If you want to go on that trip, go. But make sure you have enough to get that timing belt fixed. Always have
That's a word.
Have a little lump that you need for emergencies. But enjoy your 20s. Like, go on your trips. Buy the bathing suit you want. Avoid those ugly shoes. But save your money. Please save your money. Invest your money.
In yourself. Like, invest in yourself first.
Invest in yourself and in your future. Invest in your retirement.
Right now.
Invest in your 401k.
Right now.
Start doing that now. And it doesn't have to be a lot. It can be $20.
Especially if your job has a match. Yep. You want to take full advantage of that. Yep. You don't want to leave none of that money on the table. We'll talk about that later because some of our, friends gave that same advice. But what you will learn is that money compounds over time. I want everyone to Google. It's called the principle of 72. Just Google it. And it talks about how the money that you save, especially as it relates to interest, it will double, literally double after a certain period of time if you apply the principle of 72. Just Google that. It will really, really, shock you how much money you can earn. If it's $20 a month, if it's $10 a check, it's worth it, especially if your employer offers a match. Like, that's not something you want to sleep on as soon as you can do it. Like, I think, and my job didn't have, or maybe I didn't take advantage of it either way. I remember my mother gave me really good advice during my first job. I was like 23 years old. She told me to get a IRA. If your job doesn't offer like a 401k or a 403b or something, go to your bank or credit union and ask about IRAs, Roth IRAs, and just set aside a small denomination of money per month, and it'll go in there. The interest will compound, and you will see that your money will start to grow. I promise.
Yep. And don't touch it. Like, put it in something. You can put it in CDs where you're not able to touch it for a certain amount of time, but definitely talk to your banks, your credit unions, your local institutions. Do your research online. Make sure you check out. We'll make sure we put that link in the description box that Keia just mentioned. But invest your money, and it doesn't have to be a lot. You piss $20 away, honestly.
Literally, like lunch.
Like, you really do.
Like, right. Yeah. Like, for real.
So just put that away in savings and watch your money grow.
It will certainly grow, and you will be shocked.
Those nails with the dollar bills on the tips are ugly now, ugly later, and ugly forever, and illegal.
That is something I've never done. As someone who gets
I certainly did.
I never got dollars on my fingers. I never did.
Oh my God.
Carry on.
I'm such a hood rat. I'm a hood rat, and it comes out in other ways. But with that, never again. Your self-esteem was just fine and intact. Never let someone else come in and project their insecurities onto you or dictate what is okay for you.
Indeed.
Are you happy? That's all that matters.
Yes.
It's okay that you don't know what you want to do yet. You're going to continue to change all throughout your life, and especially during this decade. If you don't want the same thing this time next year or the year after that, it's okay. This too shall pass. It's cliche, but it's honest. The heartache you're feeling right now may come again, and it may not. It may be a little heavier or a little lighter, but you're going to overcome it. And when it passes, baby, ain't nothing like the bounce back.
That's true.
She's not your friend, and in 3 years, you won't even remember her name. The liquor you drink with your friends is cheap. Don't ask for brandy in the club.
Oh.
And those are just some of the things that I would tell.
Write that down. Write that down.
Don't ask for brandy in the club. It's not cute.
Will you order your first drink? 21.
It wasn't even my first drink, but I drank like a nigga. So I was like, y'all got E&J? And they're like, who? Let me pull out this dusty bottle for this dusty hoe. No. Anyway, sis, I want to hear your list.
I wanted all of the cliche, like, I would like an amaretto sour.
You look like an amaretto sour, girl.
Yes, please, with extra cherries. Like, I thought I was doing something. Like, girl, if you don't sit down with this Arnold Palmer, sit down. You're not doing anything. You're not drinking anything.
With the cherry.
Like, I thought I was doing something.
Don't drink Long Island's and don't drink Tokyo Teas, which ain't nothing but Long Island's remixed.
Child, be careful.
Study your liquor. But I feel like these girls in their 20s are way smarter than we were, and they're a little bit more like past where we were. So
I hope so.
I have faith that the internet has not ruined them and has saved them.
I hope so. So I did mine. I didn't. Okay. I'm gonna be real honest. I did not want to do this because I have had a rough year, and I know that I say that every episode. Y'all probably tired of hearing it, but I was concerned that my advice to myself would be really negative because of all of the yucky things that I've had to experience these last few months. But I was encouraged to just be open and sit down and just write something to my 20-something-year-old self. And this is what came out. I'm just gonna read it. Okay. So
wait for the gems.
So this is what came out, and we can, I guess, expound if we need to. Hey, Keia, my advice to you is not what you think it will be. Yeah.
I love your podcast. I'm sorry.
My advice to you is not what you think it will be. Yes, you have to wear your retainers, limit your carbs, get regular pedicures, deep condition every week, and drink your water. I'm also here to tell you that you will not meet your Dwayne Wayne anytime soon, sis. Y'all won't have a house by age 32 or matching Range Rovers with custom license plates. You won't even see most of the things on your vision board in the next 10 years. You might not see them at all. Not because you don't deserve them or you didn't work hard enough, simply because your thinking is too small. My advice to you is to hold on to what you know to be true about who God is and who you are. Because quite frankly, life is going to be hard. You will have to face loss, sickness, disappointment, and heartbreak like you will never believe. You will come face to face with your limitations, your fears, and your insecurities. People will leave you. Your plans will fail you, and you will fail yourself. But through all of that, you will learn who you are. You'll learn to love and appreciate the things that make you you. You'll come to treasure the things that you're not into right now. Yes, girl, even your hips. Beyond that, the hard things that you will face will stretch you beyond your own expectations and show you your capacities in ways that will both scare and excite you. Be scared and do it anyway. Time after time, after time, after time, after time, God will show you that what he has for you is bigger and better than anything that you could have ever planned for yourself. This is awesome. And while you'll know it, you won't always see it or feel it. And that will frustrate you to no end. Your process will not feel good, and you won't know what the fresh hell is going on in your life about 96% of the time. And that will grate your very last good nerve. Don't trip though. That discomfort will grow your faith, strengthen your resolve, and help you to discover the breadth and depth of your value. It will also free you from your propensity to settle for what you think you deserve. It will take time, but keep going. Keep going, Keia, every day. Keep learning, keep singing, keep growing, and keep believing that you're God's favorite daughter. You are precious to him, and no matter what, he's not going to play you. Even through the hard things, he will do things to show you that he's got you and that he hears your heart. He will not leave you. He has plans for you that will blow your mind. Trust him. That's it.
Shout out to my sis. I'm so glad I went first. I don't want to follow that.
I don't know. Oh God. I was trying not to cry. Did you hear my voice shaking?
I did. I heard it. I heard it.
It was so hard to do, man. I did not want to do that. Like, please write that down. I did not want to do that. But
you know what? You did it though. You did that.
I just want y'all to know, like, I didn't think that I was going to share this right now, but I just feel like I have to. So after I defended after I written my dissertation, which was what I thought was the hardest thing that I ever had to do, I lost my brother. And it's still kind of like makes me want to throw up. Because, you know, if he was sick or if there was any way that I could have known that I would have to live my life without him, I would have been able to be prepared. But it punched me in the stomach in such a way. And my whole life changed, like everything. And I found myself questioning everything about anything that I've ever known. And it's really, really been like this weekend coming. He passed on June 11th, but I didn't find out until June 12th. So like this weekend coming is going to be a year since he passed. And I'm telling you, sis, I didn't have any expectation to talk about this, but
I know.
I didn't want to write to my 20-year-old self because it was like, how am I going to tell her? You know what I'm saying? Like, how do you prepare her for something like this? Because I'm still like pretty traumatized. But I just had to tell myself that even though, you know, I've had to face something that's been so heartbreaking, I still have to believe that even though my life is not what I thought it would be, that something better is coming. 'Cause that's kind of been like the consistent, like, theme throughout all the challenging things. When I was working on my dissertation and thinking like, man, this is terrible. And I know if you've never written a dissertation, you're probably just like, girl, it's a big paper. It is a big paper, but it's a paper that no one's ever shown you how to do. And no one can tell you how to do it. Like there's no one formula that says this is how you do it. So you're literally like figuring it out in the dark by yourself, and you trying to like find your way to the door so you can get out of this room and you can't get out. So I thought that was the hardest thing that I've ever had to do. But I kept going because I felt like all I needed to do was to get through it. And then once I did get through it, you know, the only brother I've ever had, you know, is no longer here with me in the same way. So that's what I'm talking about when I say I've had a rough year. And my life is not at all what I thought it would be. But even through all of that, I think my advice to my 20-year-old self is that you're supposed to have a plan. Have a plan. And work towards your plan. But when your plan changes, don't stop planning. Just make another one. And, you know, try to figure it out from then on. So yeah, I think that's all I got. And I don't want to be churchy and preachy. That's not who I am. You know what I'm saying? Like, I'm a church kid. I can't help it. All that stuff comes out of me, but I'm not here to tell you that you have to do everything just like me. I have to, like, I would be totally remiss in not acknowledging that I would not have been able, I have to trust God. That's the only way that's worked for me. That's the only way. Like losing somebody. Me and my brother are only 18 months apart. So I never knew life without him. So, you know, I didn't want to do this because I didn't want it to be all heavy and deep in the middle of the show. But, that's my advice. You will have to deal with hard things. You know what I'm saying? And I'm not telling you to be like, you know, don't be afraid and worried and live scared. Live your life and have fun and make plans. But when hard things happen, just know that you can get through it. That's basically what I'm trying to say.
I didn't know if you were going to share that. But I will say that, you know, with a lot of the graduation announcements we've gotten quite a few people who have written in about experiencing the same thing. And I think you sharing that is really powerful. And it really, really, really seals that sense of community, because there's so many other people who have been going through it just like you have. But I love you, and I think you are one of the strongest people I know.
Thank you.
And I think your advice is very sound. Very sound. Make sure you all heed that when you have a plan. And if it doesn't work out, make another plan. And the only thing I'll say to follow that is just stay true to what you believe. Do the things that make you feel good and invest in yourself.
For real, for real. Well, we have a whole bunch of advice from our friends and faves that we'll read.
Yes.
I'll try to get my emotions out of the way.
You need to do something.
So I just reached out to a bunch of people and was so honored and so grateful that everybody who I talked to agreed. They thought that it would be awesome, that we would be, you know, sharing things that we've learned throughout our 20s and things we wish we'd have known in our 20s. And everybody gave advice. So I'm just going to start at the top. We were able to get some advice from the one and only Miss ISSA Rae.
Yes.
The ever flawless, ever brilliant ISSA.
One of my favorite black girls on the planet.
So proud of her. I've been to ISSA, like, shout out to everybody who been an ISSA fan since ISSA been ISSA-ing, okay?
Right.
Like me. But yes, ISSA said that I would tell my 20-year-old something self to stop comparing your career journey to others. It's not a race and everyone isn't in the same lane. Which I think is so real, because we often get caught up in that, whether you be a student and you're trying to keep up with the people in your cohort or people who graduated before you, or you're at your job, or you're thinking about, you know, when we graduate from college, you thinking, oh, some of my friends are working here, some of my friends are working there. Listen, it's not a race, bruh. Some of us don't blow up and come in and step into it. Like, listen, I graduated from college and it's been a long time, and I feel like I finally finding my way, but it has been a long time since I graduated from college, and a lot of people that I graduated with been out here working, and doing amazing things, and I just had to be quiet and wait my turn. And so I think, ISSA gives some awesome advice. It's not a race, and everyone isn't in the same lane that you are.
Absolutely. Make sure you listen to that Black Girl Magic.
Indeed. All the way.
Our next one comes from Reign of April.
At Reign of April.
On Twitter.
Oscar So White. Yes, we love her.
Oscar So White, creator of Oscar So White.
Yes.
I met April at a Twitter event where she was on the panel with Jamila and Netta. So she's a sweetie.
Mm-hmm. Love you, April.
She says, figure out the job that you would do for free and work every day toward making that job your reality. Practice consistent self-care, whatever that means for you. Get into the habit now of acknowledging your needs and address them. Don't wait until the well is dry before you attempt to replenish it.
Listen, don't burn out, because it'll happen.
That's it.
You'll work yourself half to death without even knowing what you need to, like, get yourself back right.
And for those who have been like myself, all over the place, trying to figure out what you want to do, which is okay. There's nothing wrong with that. Like, you will go through so many different phases in your life, and you may have different interests at the time. And if you switch that up, ain't nothing wrong with you switching that up.
Listen,
As long as you're figuring out what makes you happy, that's what counts.
And no experiences are wasted. So like, even if you feel like, you know, if you try something and you realize that you don't want to do it anymore, that's a victory. Cause like, you know, everybody doesn't, you know, that's, you know, I know if I don't know anything else, I know that I don't want to do that. So you walk on the way knowing something. So there's nothing is wasted.
Not wasting your own time. And then she expounded on what I said by practicing that consistent self-care. And that self-care is not anything specific. It is whatever you need to do for yourself, whatever makes you feel good, whatever you believe, whatever is going to bring that peace to your life. Make sure you start doing that now.
Absolutely. Our next advice comes from my good sis, Keisha.
We always talk shit about Keisha, but we love Keisha.
Indeed. Keisha gave really great advice. She said, think like an entrepreneur, no matter what. That means be more resourceful, more willing to go with what feels right, and more willing to step out on faith. I waited too long for permission to live my best life, and I feel like I'm playing catch up. I wish I started earlier. I feel like that's so real because, you know, we come from school, we graduate from college or grad school and get our degrees. And for so long, we've been doing exactly what we've been told to do. We've been following a prescribed curriculum, following a prescribed set of things, you know, to-dos. This is what you're supposed to do. And then we get into a job and we feel like we're just supposed to do as we're told. But it's super critical that we're always being creative and in that hustle space. You know what I'm saying? Like, don't allow yourself to just get complacent and like going to a job and doing a job. But think like think like an entrepreneur. Think like you're trying to grow a brand and that's going to position you to be creative and be resourceful all the time. I think that's amazing advice. That goes for everything. That's just not in your professional life, but that's as far as anything that you want to do. Like, hustle at anything that you want to do, whether it be getting your fitness together, saving your money, for a house or saving your money for a big trip or whatever. Just be creative. Like, don't think that there's just one way to go about doing anything, but just get out here and figure it out.
That's it. And also Keisha shares the same sentiments that so many people share, that she waited too long for permission to live her best life. And she feels like she's playing catch up. I think a lot of us feel that way. A lot of the time that we feel like we should have been doing things sooner. So I definitely share those same sentiments. But like we said before, nothing is wasted. No experience is wasted. So make sure you enjoy those experiences, live them, know that they are going to lead you to bigger and better things. But, you know, eventually you're going to figure out what you want to do. Our next one comes from Shameless Maya, House of Shameless.
Yay.
We have to give her a big thank you because she's out of the country and sent us hers.
Oh my God.
So
thank you, Maya. We really appreciate you and I love you. I've been watching your YouTube videos since you shaved your head, sis. I love you.
You better stand.
I did watch it and I was like literally crying with her. Like, and I remember my brother was like, why are you crying? I don't know. She just shaved her head. It was just really emotional. It was. I just remember.
No, it definitely touched a lot of women. There are so many women I know who definitely have tuned in with Maya since then and
Maya's
value
force,
her. And I think Maya, she's a little force too. On top of that, so entertaining. And make sure you guys go check her out. She said, I would tell my 20-year-old self to let go of trying to control and change others, to stop wasting energy on drama and distractions. Instead, focus on things within your control, which is me. Focus on how to be better and invest in positive energy that moves you closer to your goals. Life is too short and best lived with love.
Awesome.
That's it.
I live.
Yes. And we'll make sure, too, that we post all of these ladies' Twitter handles in the description box so that you guys can go follow them. If you haven't already gotten on the bus, you can get on the bus.
You know, we could not do no kind of asking our friends any questions. We could not do anything like that without asking Crystal Jean.
The black woman.
That's it.
You know,
Crystal Jean West.
Crystal Jean West for her 2 cents.
One of my closest and dearest sisters.
Indeed. So Crystal said, I guess if I could tell myself anything, it would be I don't know nothing, and that's okay. Ain't no rush to experience the hard parts of life, so try to enjoy your youth. When she said this, we had a conversation, and it was just like, you know, this really speaks to like everybody. I can remember being so pressed to be older. Like, I remember being 22 and like, I just can't wait until I get out of here and do all these things. And if I knew then what I know now, I would have stayed in Rhonda's house. Cause you know, the things that I was arguing with my mother about, like the things that I was fussing with her about, like whether, like what time I came in the house, like it was such trivial things. I could have been saving a coin. Like I was so pressed to get out of her house. Like it's worth it to save your money. Yeah. Get yourself in a position financially where you can move out and not completely break your bank. Like your move should not exhaust all that you have, just like it did for me. Like I literally took every dime that I had and moved it to 141st Street in Harlem. I took every single penny that I had because I was so pressed to get out of my mom.
And ones you didn't.
Exactly. I was so pressed, and it was just like, girl, it's okay, because I thought that I knew so much. Chris was saying, like, it's all right. It's okay to be like, well, I'm 22 and I don't know. That's all right. You're not supposed to know everything. And, you know, and don't rush. Don't rush to be, because I'm telling you, bills and taking care of yourself.
Oh my God.
It is. I don't want to paint the picture that it is like this hard life and we're all miserable, because that's not it. Because I'm happy.
No, give it to, listen, the whole point of this is for us to keep it funky, right? I said it before. I'm going to put it on merch. Nigga, we going to have 23 shirts of sayings. Bills happen every day, B. And when I say that, I mean it, because every time you pay a bill, your ass turns around and it's another bill due, and you turn your ass around and it's another bill due, and you turn your ass around and it's something else you got to pay for. And that does not count all of the emergencies that pop up, all of the maintenance you have to do to your car, the oil changes you got to get, the tampons you got to go buy from Dwayne Reed. Like all of that shit happens to you every day, B. So while you don't have nothing to do except go to school and go to work,
pay your cell phone bill and go to school and go to work, your mama's cooking for you. Like, I'm just saying, live it up, enjoy that. There will come a time where you are ready for your space, but I'm just saying, don't be in it's not a mad dash. Don't be pressed.
And that is actually the definition of your 20s, pressed. That's all they need to say. Your 20s pressed. That is what they are. Your 20s are pressed. Right. I will say though, I want to acknowledge, because I want to make sure that I'm inclusive. I want to acknowledge those that come from more difficult households, because we do recognize that there are a lot of people out there who can't wait to get out of their certain circumstances. They're in
unhealthy situations, even at their parents' house.
It's unhealthy for them. What I will admonish you to do is find a situation that is healthy for you, but that is going to allow you to continue to save money and try to live your best life. So if your best life includes getting out of that situation, by all means, make sure you do so. But just try to do it in the best way possible, where it's going to benefit you in the long run.
Ain't no lies told, B.
Our next one comes from Reagan Gomez.
Yay, Zaria.
Thank you so much for writing in. That's right.
Zaria is like out here being like a real live mom and journalist and an actress.
She sure is.
She's so talented, and I was so honored that she responded to my little DM. Thank you so much, Reagan.
Thank you so much, sis, for writing in. And she's so supportive. She's so supportive of the online community, and you guys can check her out actually in the first season of Queen Sugar, which is one of my favorite shows. You can check her out in the first season of that. And then if you really want to go way to the back days, you can check her out on the Parenthood.
But she has come a long way since Zaria, but we would love
she sure
love
has.
You still, sis.
We sure do. And she says, things I would have known in my 20s. 1, no is a complete sentence.
Absolutely. Stop right there.
That's why I was like, can we just give that a moment of silence?
That blessed me. Listen, I put both my hands up, like that is it right there.
Like an iPhone emoji. No is a complete sentence. Like say it to whoever you need to. Your boss, that nigga, that other nigga, that bitch, like everybody.
It don't require any explanations or anything like that. Nope. A lot of times, like we feel like we have to justify. No, it's a complete sentence. A period can come after it. Like, no.
That's it.
No.
You don't owe nobody no explanations on nothing. And that's one thing that you take that now and carry that. You don't owe anybody an explanation. As long as you are living your life responsibly, That's all that matters.
Mm-hmm.
Like, you don't owe anybody an explanation on nothing. If you decide that you're going to call out on a PTO day and you stressed about what you're going to say, you don't need to say nothing. I'm using a PTO day. If you need to reach me on my cell phone, you can do so. I will be back on email tomorrow. Thank you.
That's it.
Number 2, yes, you're a great writer and you need to find folks that want to help you pursue that instead of keeping the folks that you want to stay in the black actress box. YouTube will help you, but girl, that won't be around for a while.
I love it. I love it. I love it.
Very honest. So thank you so much, Reagan, for responding to Keia.
It's so important.
Thank you for writing in and contributing to our community.
Surround yourself with people who want to see you do what you want to do, not trying to do what they think you should be doing. That's what's up. Girl, now you know.
Oh my God. One of the funniest people on the internet.
Oh my gosh. We were able to get some words of wisdom from the one and only Miss Patti LaHelle, the originator of the greatest web series of all time. Got to be real. Got to be real.
Patty.
Oh my God. My favorite cereal is Life. And I got it. And I live. All right. We love it.
Literally one of the funniest people on the internet. Make sure you guys follow.
All time ever. Like, you have to follow her.
Please.
Patti LaHelle says, so if I could have shared anything with my younger self, I would have told me that there's a balance. A balance between get your lazy ass up, you worthless bum, and relax, take a breath. You have your whole life to get it right. Then I would have told myself that contrary to the pressures built into society, coupled with outside opinions, getting it right is not the feeling of clapping the sawdust off your hands after constructing what you want your life to look like across the street from someone else's. I tell myself that getting it right is nothing more or less than finding peace somewhere with the wiggle room to grow, where you feel emotionally secure enough to handle whatever life throws at you, because it will throw something. And if it's something your mental state doesn't have the reflexes to catch, you will take a hit and you will break. And that illusion of perfect and, quote, right you had so much pride in before will crumble with you. It's why I tell myself pay less attention to the finish line and more attention to what's right in front of you. So you're not losing any time stumbling over your own feet in the process of getting there. But most importantly, I'd say be kind to you, so that you can be kind to others as you navigate the world, making mistakes, celebrating victories, and learning your lessons one epiphany at a time.
Can we just take a moment? Can we just take a second?
Y'all so brilliant and smart. I just love it.
Right? Mine right here, I'm like, don't wear them more shoes.
No, it's so good. It is amazing. Amazing.
I love the community. Oh my goodness.
I love Black women. Shout out to all these beautiful Black women who give this advice.
Yes.
Like, I'm 30, but I'm writing all of this down. Don't make no mistake. We're not coming. Please, I can't speak for you, sis.
You're how old?
Huh?
You're how old?
I'm 34.
Oh, I thought you said you're 30.
No, girl. I know how old I am. I said I'm 30.
Oh, I didn't hear the something.
Yeah, but I'm saying, I know. Don't think that I'm sitting over here like giving out all this sage wisdom like I got my life together. I told y'all that I have to make myself wash a load of clothes every week. So y'all know I'm living foul.
I told y'all that I cried last week. I had a breakdown in my kitchen.
I just wash, just so I don't have to wash mountains of clothes once a month. I'm trying to wash one load per week. Because I have literally 500,000 pairs of underwear that I just keep wearing over and over and over again.
And then you get to them last like 20 pair. Why do you have 20 pair of drawers you don't want to wear? If you have 20 pair of underwear you don't want to wear, then throw them out. That's what I tell my 20-year-old. Throw your drawers away and start anew.
You don't have to keep every t-shirt you got from undergrad, sis.
You sure don't. You absolutely
don't have to take all of those with you. You can pick one or two that are like sentimental, but you can chuck all the rest of those joints.
We're living in a digital age. Just hashtag your alma mater. The t-shirts, they can go.
Listen. Or you can make...
Our next...
Go ahead.
Oh, no, you go ahead, sis.
I would say you can make decorative throw pillows.
Yes. Or you can make those quilts that they have the commercials for.
All right.
Yeah, but please don't put your trifling ass spaghetti stained t-shirt in your quilt the way that white family did on that commercial. It's disgusting. No on.
I'm not on them. I'm on the fact that it was disgusting.
They got a nasty ass shirt on their quilt. Don't nobody want to cover up with that. Our next one comes from Drea on TV.
Like originator, OG, YouTube OG from back in the day. Y'all got to get into Drea on TV. Go to YouTube and search Drea on TV. She's the one who's been doing it since been doing it. All right. She's my sis and she is some.
And doing it right.
I love her.
She says, okay, girly, here's my advice to my 20-something self. Number 1, it's okay to not be where you want to be. Is that not a reiteration? Mm-hmm. We spend so much time beating ourselves up for not being where we think we should be at a certain age that we sometimes miss the lesson to be learned in the missteps that has us where we are at the moment. The key is not to quit. That's a word. Mm-hmm. Number 2, please, everybody.
Listen.
Get your pens, write this down, get your highlighters,
turn your phone up at this point. What we want you to do is turn your phones up. Everybody listen. This is very, very important advice you're about to hear. Go ahead, sis.
This low key might be the best advice that I've read for the whole thing. Put those tweezers and hard brush down. Lord. Had I known back in my early 20s that overplucking would leave me with these old hungry looking sparse eyebrows today, things would be different. So different. The brush because edges.
Edges don't last always, children. You must take care of them. You have to
please.
And don't wait until they listen. Just take care of them while you have them so that you can keep them. Very important.
Treat them like you know how you raise a child and you start when they are very young to make sure that they turn into decent human beings. Do the same thing with your edges. Treat them from infancy.
Absolutely.
Number 3, this ain't good sex, child. Woo! He don't count. The older I got, the more I realized the shenanigans that was transpiring in the sack back then was just that. Shenanigans. Yeah. It takes years of learning your body and knowing what it takes to get you there. In my early 20s, I was learning, but I hadn't embraced my inner Blanche yet. Blanche is here now, and she is living.
Yes, Blanche Elizabeth Devereaux. I live.
I know that's right, because I'm living my best Blanche life.
Of course, honey, get your life. Ain't nobody mad. I realized, okay, I'm going to throw this one in here because I realized that I did not, I didn't put it on this list. It was on the first list that we did.
Okay.
This advice comes from another one of my faves, at Steen Fox.
Yes, my sis.
My Steenie. That's my Steen.
I love Steen. We have some fun announcements coming from Steen in the future, too.
We live for Steen. Steen says, this was hard to narrow down to 2 things because I love to tell younger Steen so many things, but she wouldn't have listened anyway. The best lessons for me have often been learned through actual experience. So even if I had the best advice in the world, I probably would have had to touch the fire anyway to find out that it was hot. 2 pieces of advice that probably would have saved a few years of headache and heartache, though, would have been: number 1, learn when to cut your losses. Sometimes we look at situations, jobs, romantic relationships, etc., and feel like I've already invested this much time in this. Let me tough it out. Every situation ain't worth toughing out. You may very well be wasting your time. Time's one of the most valuable resources. You can't get it back. So invest it wisely. Number 2, it's not your job to prove your value to anyone. Don't waste a moment of your young life chasing people down, trying to please people, proving your worth to them, and trying to keep them in your life if they are not matching your effort. If people want to walk out of your life, let them. You'll know who wants to be in your life. Focus your time and your energy on them. You are not disposable. And if people treat you like that, that has more to do with them than it does with you. But if you're fighting to keep people who treat you like you're disposable around, that has more to do with you than it does with them.
Yeah.
Figure out why you want to win people like this over so badly and correct that flaw quickly. You're amazing, and the right people will be drawn to you. I promise. If they can't recognize how dope you are, that's not your problem. Thank you, Steve.
Another minute. We need another minute because that was a word.
Listen.
What did I say?
I mean, this touched my life because I felt such a way. Like, it literally called me out because I can honestly remember, and this is I have nothing to do with niggas for real. I can remember being young and wanting to be liked by other women. And I mean, I know that we're all supposed to be like, I don't care what that bitch said about me, but I'm being honest. There were times where I wanted to just wanted to be, friends with folks. And I had to learn the hard way that it's like, everybody not supposed to be your friend, sis. And it's okay to be friendly and be cordial, but like, there are people who you're not, you know what I'm saying? Like, everybody who you connect with, like, they're like Steen said, the people who, the amazing people that are right people, they're going to be drawn to you. Like, you don't have to go out and sell yourself and be anybody, but like, always be yourself. Try your best to be your best self all the time. And the people who are supposed to be around you will always be around you. You don't have to prove nothing. You don't have to prove that you fly enough, funny enough, smart enough, you dress well enough. Like, you don't got to prove nothing to nobody. You can literally, like,
long as you feel good.
Like, you don't have to do that. You don't have to.
They don't count. Those people don't count. I've met some of my best friends that I have right now in my late 20s, and my sis Keia being one of them. These are some of the best people that I've had around me. And, there are also other people who I've been friends with a long time. I got a couple friends I've been friends with since I was 15. Like, there are people like that as well. But some of my very best friends came later on in my life. You know what I'm saying? And I'm glad that I met them when I did, because now we're able to have these healthy relationships. So our next one, as we're going to slide right into one of those people. Yay. Who I ended up meeting in my late 20s and is now one of the dearest people to me. Fran. Yay. Hey, Fran. Hey. Hey, sis. Also known as Hey, Fran. One of the most supportive people. Like, that is my sis for real. She said, I would tell myself to ease up on trying to have everything settled and figure out by the age of 30. 30 is a lot younger and inexperienced than one realizes until they get there. It marked the beginning of my path inward towards self-awareness. Definitely not the headspace to settle anything at all. The man I was in love with before then is far from who I'd love now. The job I had before then is far from how my mind works now. I wish I would have worried less about what was expected of me and trusted my own heart more. 20s aren't to find out who you are. They're to fully live and slowly find out who you are.
Yes, what a word.
Ooh. Is that not a Fran answer? You knew Fran was going to come with some shit that was going to just touch your shundo.
Yes. To fully live and slowly find out who you are now.
Who you aren't. That's right. Your 20s are really, truly for figuring out what you don't like and what you do like, but what you don't like and what you won't tolerate. So, and sometimes you don't learn, when you step out of that and you're like, I didn't have to deal with that.
Especially those of us who are out here like still dating. And I think that that's something that I have like really, really come to accept because, I don't like nobody. But what I feel like I've learned the most in my 20s is like, that's okay. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, it's not about like, what kind of guys do you like? People always ask you that. I'm not entirely clear on what kind of guys I like, but I'm very clear on the kind of guys that I don't like. If nothing else, I have identified the deal breakers. And that's why I don't feel like I've wasted any time. You know what I'm saying?
That's it.
I'm able to vet out, like I can sniff out the trash, honey, from a mile away. It only takes me about 30 seconds to be like, oh no, he's not it. I don't care how big his back is, how straight his teeth are. I don't care. He's not it.
He don't count.
Not it. I know that's right.
I'm just gonna speak to my married ladies for just a minute and be very candid. It is also okay for you to say what you do and do not want. When you're in a relationship, there's a lot of compromise. There's a lot of figuring out what works for the both of you so that you have a healthy and happy and peaceful relationship. But there will be things that you will disagree on. And they will be sometimes there are things that you can compromise and you can bend on. But sometimes they go right to your core values of something that you don't believe in and you don't want to do. And that is also okay.
Every time.
No is a complete sentence. Sometimes in a relationship it's not, and you do have to explain yourself a little bit further, but no is okay.
Indeed. I think we all have a right to change our mind as long as we communicate it.
That's it.
Our next thank you, friend. We love you so, so much.
Yes, I love you, friend.
Our next advice comes from one of my favorite people ever. At Brooke in the City of the ATL. We love you, Brooke. I love Brooke. I met Brooke a long time ago, and I just loved her spirit. I love everything about her. And she is just amazing. She's an amazing mom. We both share an affinity for Target and going in there and spending all of our money.
Everybody shares an affinity for Target.
Her daughter both her kids are amazing. She just had a little daughter. Her daughter is perfect. Aww. Perfect. I love her.
Congratulations.
And she's just like my boo. I love her. I love you, Brooke. Brooke gave us all of the great advice. I'm going to read. She has like all of these gems. Like she gave us little bullet points, but they're just so poignant and so perfect. Brooke, and they echo a lot of the things that we've already said. Number 1, save your money. Number 2, trust your gut. Your instincts are your facts. That's it. Instincts are facts. Number 3, learn to cook. What you eat in your 20s reflects on your body in your 30s. That bears repeating. That means you should be eating your vegetables, no beige plates.
And Chinese broccoli don't count. You can't be up in the corner spot.
No MSG.
Broccoli drenched in oyster sauce. That does not count.
It doesn't. It's a nice try, though. Number 4, wear a condom because...
Wear a condom.
Wear a condom. Because rushing into parenthood isn't fair to you or the kid.
I hope that this skips like that silk.
Wear a condom.
Wear a condom.
Wear a condom. Wear a condom. Wear a what? A condom.
That fear from that stupid decision, that fear that you have, 20-year-old self, that fear when you got to march your ass to that clinic and you knew you shouldn't have done that in the first place and you waiting for your, it's not worth it. Right. It's not worth it, sis.
Just wear a condom. Number 5, do what the F you want while you can because life doesn't ask permission. It happens whenever and wherever. Ooh. Number 6, travel because when you get older and have kids and or a hubby, you'll have to revolve around them. Your plans will have to revolve around them. Don't cut off friends for a relationship. Ask your mom or your dad for advice about relationships. Don't ask your friends to avoid any fallouts. Just vent to friends, but like be careful about asking your friends for advice. Take advantage of your metabolism because, baby, yeah. These are the times where you need to be celebrating that metabolism.
That's it.
Treat yourself. It's okay to indulge yourself before you have major responsibilities. Again, listen to your instincts. They're facts. Don't give a F about what people think about you. Their unsolicited opinions isn't any of your business. Live.
That's it.
Gossip less. Stop talking shit early. Don't get your ass kicked.
That's a word. Don't get hit in the face.
That's so good. Stay busy.
Don't get
keeps you out of trouble. Question everything and vote.
That's it.
Thank you, Brooke.
Question
everything and vote, especially now. Jesus.
Another one. Our next one comes from another good sis part of the circle. Yay. Corporate Barbie.
Oh, the beautiful, flawless corporate Barbie.
The intelligent, the witty.
The wise beyond her years.
And raggedy as hell corporate Barbie.
I love her to life. That's my...
I love her. That is. We talk on the phone for hours. Like, we will sit on the phone for hours.
She knows everything. Do you have a friend that just knows everything?
Yes. Corporate Barbie.
She knows everything.
Everything.
She's like the Oracle or something.
She really is.
I love you.
Are you okay? Okay, so listen to her pointed, hilarious, and
absolutely relevant, timely advice.
Yes. Just write it down. Make sure you absorb it.
I'm so sorry I'm coughing, guys. My allergies. I don't have Ebola over here. I just have my allergies. The pollen count is something crazy in DMV right now. I'm sorry.
Me too. My allergies. Number 1. Listen to all of these, please. All you guys.
As you cough. Mm-hmm.
My allergies. Number 1, start using anti-aging products on your skin no later than 25. Even if you don't think you need to. Funds may be tight, but use the best you can afford. It will pay off when you're older and trying to get young hoes.
That's good. Especially around your eyes. Just invest in the eye cream. Or you can, Fran, this is a tip that Fran gave me. Get some sweet almond oil and just all natural and put that sweet almond oil underneath your eyes. It reduces puffiness. And if you have a dark circle situation, it will address it. And it's literally, you can get it from Whole Foods for like $5. But if you can go to Sephora and get an eye cream, keep it in the refrigerator, just put it on every night. It will serve you. I promise you. Your skin, this is how you keep your black from cracking. I promise.
That's it. And me and my sis friend we're sisters in the crunch. So I don't use a lot of eye cream and things, but I definitely echo these sentiments in making sure you take care of your skin. And again, if you're on a budget, there are ways for you to be able to tone. Rose water don't cost nothing. If you are in the tri-state area, you can get rose water from an oil shop. You can order it on Amazon if it's not as readily available to you. Witch hazel, I mix a little bit of that, wash my face really well. I make sure I tone and I moisturize, and I do that at night and in the morning. So that's sweet almond oil around your eyes, your oil cleansing, making sure you figure out what works for your skin. All of that is vital. And start no later than 25. But if you say, clearly some of you all are in high school listening to this, you have no business listening to it. But if you are, and you're going to continue to do so, start moisturizing now. You're going to get ahead of the game.
Way ahead.
Number 2, save for retirement as soon as you can. I don't care if it's just $1 per month. Every dollar counts. And since it compounds with time, the earlier you start, the better. Number 3, take some time to be alone. You can't expect someone else to like you if you don't even enjoy your own company. Live alone at some point if you can afford it. You'll be amazed by what you learn you're capable of doing if you can't rely on someone else for it. That is a word.
Powerful.
Everybody, if you're about to get married, if you're engaged, and you guys don't already live, like, you should live alone just for a small period of time at some point in your life. And your 20s are your best time to do so. So you can learn how self-reliant you actually can be. It is amazing. And she's right. If you don't like yourself, nobody else is going to like you. So figure out how to enjoy yourself. I used to rent the hell out of Netflix when Netflix still had CDs, DVDs, and they would mail them to you, and you had your, what's the thing called? Your queue.
My queue.
Number 4, appreciate your body for what it is now. Take tons of pictures of it. There will be a point at which it is only downhill from there, and you'll regret the time you spent not being thankful for what you had. If you don't love what you see, that's okay. Do what you need to improve it and be appreciative of it now. That's also a word. I know so many pictures I've looked at and been like, I thought I was fat then, and I wasn't. Number 5, travel as much and as far away as you can afford to. Now is the time. Before putting down roots, committing, sinking fully into your career, having babies, or anything else that you choose to do. Your 20s are likely going to be the most freedom that you have. Take advantage. Take that. Number 6, do some things that only you and maybe another soul know about. Be bad occasionally. Pop that pussy with abandon or don't. But make sure you're doing or abstaining because you choose to. Right. That's, He don't
do
count.
What you want.
Number 7, because you popping. Number 7, pursue your dreams. Leave your hometown. Get rid of the person you're only with because you won't want to be alone. Don't feel pressure about babies, marriage, houses, or checklist career goals. What's for you is for you. Number 8, you are exactly where you're supposed to be in life.
Say it again.
It may not seem like it. You are exactly where you were supposed to be in life. It might not seem like it, but you're everything in this exact moment. Don't waste time fretting that you're not. When you're older, you'll wish for those times back. Forward. Number 9. Your life probably won't turn out exactly like you hope. I hope that there is joy and beauty to be found in what becomes anyway. Number 10. Fuck what these niggas read all men be talking about. Fuck what you be talking about if you subscribe to patriarchal ideas, unlearn some shit, get free and blossom.
What a way to end the segment.
Oh, the only way.
Listen.
Oh, man. That's my next tattoo, too.
What? That whole number 10? No.
Yeah, probably.
You don't got 10. That much skin, sis.
Sis, I have a lot of skin. Okay. I'm in my 30s. Okay. In my 20s, not so much.
That was our kitchen table. Us old bags talking about the good old days of our 20s and things.
I forgot one.
Oh, you did? My bad. I'm gonna shut up.
Yeah. No, it just came to me. Don't get no stars tattooed, guys. No cheetah prints.
Woo,
like
girl.
No hearts. Please don't do it. Like my very first tattoo, and I got it at 15, but my very first tattoo is my name allegedly in Japanese, and it's right next to my crotch.
Help us.
So, and now that has grown, like it's just in an area that nobody but my husband will ever see again. Oh, and whoever delivers my babies. Like, don't get stars and cheetah print or anything tattooed on your body. Don't do it. If you don't know what you want, if you're trying to figure out something on a whim, don't do it. Stop and think about it. And this is coming from a person who has a lot of tattoos, and I'm pretty pleased with all the ones that I have. There are some I'd like to get some of the work cleaned up on, but like the meaning behind them still resonates with me. Don't get nothing on a whim. Don't do that. And don't get no cheetah prints.
Listen, I'm going to let you have that. I don't have no tattoos. I'm going to let you give the tattoo advice.
What? You don't have no tattoos?
Not a one.
You don't have one?
Nope.
Really? What? Did I imagine the tattoo on you?
I think you did, sis, because I don't have none.
Maybe I took your belly button ring and I turned it into a tattoo. You sure don't have any tattoos?
One tattoo. And now I feel like I'm so old, it don't even matter.
Please, I have relatives who still get tattoos and they're in their 50s.
I just feel like, wow.
I'm like, why are you doing that? Why'd you get your name on your forearm? That's another thing.
Like, I've wanted one several times. Me and my brother used to talk about this all the time, but I'd be like, everything, if I would have gotten what I wanted to get when I was 17, I probably would hate myself right now. And I could probably say that for what I wanted to get when I was 22.
Oh, yeah.
When I was 25, when I was 27. So I don't feel like I've settled on anything that I would be comfortable having for the rest of my African American life. So I'm just going to say that maybe it's just not for me. It's just not for me.
If you have to think about it too hard and you don't know, don't do it. I love every tattoo I have, and I would like to get more. And some people are just those type of people, but there are some people you just don't need to get one, and it's okay.
Yeah.
Don't get one just because.
My brother didn't have any either, so I'm just like, we just gonna go out like this.
That's it. You're rare.
That's it. It's fine. It's cool. But that's the kitchen table. We know that this episode is just so long. We hope that you guys don't hate it, but this is we're just out here doing the best that we can. I like that. I don't know.
I loved it actually. So like thank you once again to everybody who submitted anything to us, who text us, who DM us, who emailed us. Thank you everybody who contributed to the Kitchen Table Talk this week. All of your advice is sound and appreciated. And we value every word that each and one of you said.
Thank you to Issa Rae, Rain of April, Keisha, Shameless Maya, Crystal, Reagan Gomez, Patty LaHelle, Dre on TV, Steen Fox, Hey Friend Hey, Brooke in the City, and Corporate Barbie. Thank you, thank you, lady. Thank you so much.
Well, I care.
It's time for Black women's self-care.
'Cause I care.
I know you don't care too much, but I still care. What if I sung like that for real?
If you can't go to the Bella Noches, where the hell could you go? So, this week in Black Woman Self-Care, sis, what did you do to take care of yourself?
Well, sis, I have a trainer now. I got a trainer.
Yes.
And
is it the same Keisha uses?
No shade to Makosi. He's an awesome trainer. But
I wasn't even being shady. I don't even know.
No. It's the way that I said no. It just came out wronger than I meant it. I didn't mean for it to come out like that. Makosi is an awesome trainer. It's just because of my work schedule and everything, it's hard for me to get to him where he is. But I had a trainer.
Okay,
I'm actually working with someone virtually, which is pretty new. But this person is helping me to learn how. I mean, we all work out. We know, essentially, what to do. But I feel like the older I'm getting, my metabolism is changing. I just want to be more informed about exactly what I need to be doing in order to get the results that I want, so that I'm not just like in the gym guessing, especially given some of the health concerns and issues that I have. And I want to make sure that what I'm doing is not making anything that I have going on worse. So I decided to take the plunge and, work with a professional. So that's what I'm doing. And I'm sore and walking around like Sophia Petrillo, but I'm just trying to look amazing. You know what I'm saying? I just want to look fabulous in my clothes. That's really all. Like, I just want to look great in my clothes. That's all. And I don't, it's too hot to wear Spanx in the summertime. So I would just prefer to not have to wear them.
Oh my God. Crop tops. Drop tops.
Hey.
Anyway.
What did you do, sis?
So you got yourself a trainer. What did I do? I actually have two. So the first one is I went out with friend. I'm
going to go out with friend. I have to come to New York because I just need to do that. Jesus.
I keep telling you, like, you ain't come slept on the couch in a minute.
It's difficult because, like, the time to drive, I just got to get my life together. But I'm going to come because I just haven't. I feel like I need to hang out with friend. I'm jealous.
We went out on a weeknight and we sat down and we ate and talked for hours. And then I went and bought the damn journal. She went with me.
You so mad. Big mad.
And it's still blank. It's still blank. I still don't know what to write, and that's all right. I'm gonna figure it out because when the time comes when I really need to use it, I feel like I'm gonna pick it up and use it. But I said, let me go ahead and have it. And then that way, when it's time and I know that I need it, like, it's gonna hit me and it's gonna be the time. So did that, and we had our sister day, and that was really, really nice. And it was much needed to be able to have some girl time and talk and just kind of get things out and get some plans made. And it was really, really necessary. So that was my Black woman self-care. And then the second one is I read the ingredients. I told you all again, yes, I am your sister in the crunch. I try to do things mostly all natural. And so I don't know at what point in my life that I bought a pack of Dr. Miracle deep conditioner. It said argan and jojoba oil on it. And I was like, oh, okay, I can deep condition my hair one time for the one time. And then I took those braids out. It took me 3 days, to detangle and take them out so that I didn't rip my edges to shreds. Take care of your edges, guys. And I read the ingredients before I was getting ready to do my regimen, and it had so many things in it that were an absolute nah. So I actually put it on my Instagram story, and it's probably gone by now, but it's fine. I threw the pack away because I'm not getting ready to pass it on to anybody else. I mean, it was all kinds of stuff in there that I had never heard of in my life.
Chemicals?
And it had it had just things, just words that I can't pronounce. It had mineral oil in it. It had petroleum in it. Like, it was just everything that's a no for my hair. So I threw it away and I used some other all natural products because I have 2 Trader Joe's bags full of samples and things that I've been able to use on my hair. So I was able to deep condition with what I needed, but make sure you read the ingredients, guys. Make sure you are looking at what you are putting on your body, in your hair, in your body, all of that.
Words to live by. That's it for Black women self-care?
That's it.
Because everybody know I can be real petty. P-E to the T-T-Y, honey.
Pass the peeves like we used to do. Pass the peeves like we used to do. I said pass the peeves like we used to do. It's time for the petty peeves.
Petty peeves.
Remix. So, my petty peeve this week is pretty simple. People who get on the elevator, especially a crowded one that people have been waiting for a while, and get off on the second floor are first class assholes. First class, grade A assholes. Take your lazy ass up the steps one time for the one time. Okay? You have one flight to go. Don't do that. That's irritating. That is so annoying. Oh my God, I hate it so much. I might give it to the third floor people. I'm like, all right, I get it. You don't want to go up with all your coffee. You know, you might huff a little. But second floor people, you are an asshole if you get your ass on a crowded elevator, knowing we all got to go up 9 flights, and your ass gets off on floor 2. That's it. What about you, sis?
You know, I am just not prepared. I'm not prepared. But I can try to get prepared real quick. So
happens.
All right. I'm going to talk about this age-old problem.
Okay.
My petty peeve is for... so, like, this is something that happened to me recently. I got, like this creepy man stared at me on the metro. And it wasn't like oh my goodness. Like, you know, you catch somebody staring at you and then they look away. No, this nigga was like a locked in stare at me and would not like turn away. And when it made me uncomfortable. It became like a thing because like he followed me up the platform and then he like followed me from one car to another. Like I literally got off the train in one stop and then got back on in another car and he followed me. And I was just like,
oh no,
how can I was getting like nervous. Like I was like, you know, I was on Twitter, like if something happened to me, this nigga did it. So I positioned myself. I positioned myself on the train. Like he sat directly in front of me. I positioned but he like sat behind, like they'll have like, you know how they have the glass like on the side of the chairs. Mm-hmm. He positioned himself behind the glass so that I couldn't see his face. So I moved. So I couldn't like see that he was. So when I moved so I can take his picture, because I was like, you know, I'm going to complain to him. I'm going to show his picture to the Metro Police or whatever. He noticed that I took his picture and got mad with me. So he got off the train at the stop. But before the train could pull off, he was standing outside the train doing all this gritting and yelling and cursing and all this other stuff.
He wasn't
like,
stable.
Don't be a creep and then like be and expect me to just accept your creepiness. Word. Like, nigga, what are you saying? Like, don't be a creep. Like, don't be gross. Like, don't be disgusting. Word. And then then get mad with me when I say no. You can't be disgusted with me. Like, stop being creepy on the train.
Wait, niggas in your 20s, niggas who are listening to this, though, in your 20s, don't be a creep. Don't be disgusting.
He was he was old. Like he was
in his 40s.
But that starts
I'm just
somewhere.
Like, bruh, it was just so it made me uncomfortable.
That's uncomfortable.
I was like, you know, I'm really thinking about carrying like mace or a taser or something because
I have a taser and I have a pepper spray that stays on my keychain. I
felt like I was like, you know, I was thinking to myself, like, if this man, since he followed me from one car to another, I was like, all right, so if this nigga gets off the train at my stop, like, what am I going to do? Like, if this nigga tries me, how am I going to kill him? Like, no.
I gotta get you a knife. Let me tell you something. Ain't nothing like being able to pull a knife out your bag and tell a nigga you'll gut him like a fish. Don't do that. Stop being creepy. You remember, was it the first or the second episode where I said that one nigga on the street tried to holler at me and, yeah, and I was like, I'm married, and he was like, married to the game. So update, this past weekend, me and my friend Antoinette, shout out to Around the Way Curls. Antoinette. We were walking to the bodega, and same dude. So he's standing on the corner with two other people, and he's like, "Ooh, 2 sisters, 2 brothers," and he points at him and some other ashy Homo sapien. And I was like, nah, we good. You know, we kept walking or whatever, tried to ignore him. He kept going. He's persistent, right? I don't recognize this nigga because I don't look him in the face. So I don't recognize him. So he's like so persistent, and I'm trying to ignore him, and he just and I'm like, yo, I'm good. Like, I'm married. and he was like, married to the game. I lost it. I said, it's you. I was like, it's you. I was like, you holla at so many women that you don't even remember that you use that same dry ass, corny ass line every time. I was like, if you don't get your short ass out of here, like, nigga, go across the street, get out of here. I was all kinds of bitches and I was all kinds of everything to that nigga. I was all kinds of something to him. Don't be corny. Like, don't be corny, guys. That's all I got.
That's it for this week, kids. I know y'all are excited. Like, Jesus.
That was long as
We're
hell.
sorry, but I think we had a good show.
I think so. I enjoyed it. I really, 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 again, appreciate everybody who contributed to this week's episode. Your time is definitely appreciated, and your valuable advice is appreciated to all of our younger listeners and our ones who are still trying to navigate, because we're still trying to figure it out in our 30s.
Me, hello, good morning.
Right? We still trying to figure it out in the 30s. So make sure you take that advice. Wear a condom.
Oh yeah, my petty peeve right now. Another petty peeve that I have right now is the pollen. I wanted to apologize to all of you guys, because I know that I was making a lot of noise this episode.
Yeah, me too.
Girl, shut your mouth. My nose,
stress.
I apologize. I tried to keep my coughing and all of that to a minimum, but listen, my allergies are carrying on to such an extent. Please forgive me. Yeah, but that's it. Thank you guys for listening. Thank you guys for always, for also writing in and emailing us and tweeting us. Continue to do that. Thank you guys for all the comments and all the love on previous episodes. Keep sending that love. And let us know what you guys are listening to, because we want to give love to other podcasts and shows and stuff as well.
Absolutely.
Yeah. I mean, that'll be all. Oh, yes. And if you have not gotten your tickets for Furious Thoughts Live DC, the Furious one will be in the district on this Saturday, June 10th. So it would be in your best interest to get
please.
there.
I saw his show in New York and it was amazing.
Yeah, if you've not had the opportunity to see Fury do his thing on the comedy tour, you would be a donkey for missing the show. Don't be a donkey. I'm going to try my best to be there. My face will most likely be in the place. So yeah, thank you guys for listening. Love you.
Drink your water.
Moisturize and mind your business, because your black will definitely crack if it's dry. Bye.
Adios.